Hey everybody, welcome to our welcome video for Psych-5 Social Psychology. I'm your instructor, Dr. Cornelius Sullivan, and the purpose of this video is just to kind of give you a bit of an overview of our Canvas course page, especially as this is the beginning of our course. I just want to kind of help you out and show you where to find things and what things are going to look like there. I'm sure most of you are pretty tech savvy and you're used to this stuff and you can figure it all out, but I'm just putting it out there for those that need it there, and certainly you may learn a few things that are pretty nifty about our course page too, so just putting it out there for that reason. And what you're looking at here too is the student view of things. So hopefully what you see is what you're going to see on your end there too, and you actually go to our real course page. And I also want to mention that make sure that you have your announcements turned on to receive them in your Canvas main settings there, because like many instructors, I regularly post announcements that may be reminders or clarifications about assignments, etc. there. So that's just how we push out information to our students, is through these announcements on Canvas. So make sure those are turned on so you actually will get those, so you've always got a heads up about what's going on in our course there. So I will deploy those regularly for you. Now when you sign in on our college homepage there using the portal, and you pick Canvas and you pick this course, you are going to land on the homepage, which is the modules page. If you've taken a course before and the instructors has used Canvas, you know what modules are. So I use modules to structure and provide content for the course for all of my students. So you're going to land here, and at the very top you're going to find a module that says Start Here, which is like a obviously really good place to start, is Start Here. So make sure that you take some time to read the header I've got up here, and also this note here that you must click each item in this module in the order you find them to proceed forward. You're going to find that's true of pretty much every module on our Canvas course page. This is just to make sure that everyone at least reads or views every item, so you can't say, well, I didn't know it. Well, you can't move forward on the course page unless you open up each item, again, in the order you find them. And when you open up an item, all the way to the right, you're going to see a little green check mark, and that will allow you to click on the next item there. And once you open that one up, you'll see a green check mark next to that. The ones that are grayed out because you can't get to them unless you've opened up all the items above it. So it's set up that way. So make sure that you follow along. It's kind of like a Hansel and Gretel digital trail. So when you go back to the course page, you can see exactly where you've been by those green check marks, and where you don't see them, you'll know that's where you haven't been yet. Pretty obvious, but it's just a nifty little thing that I put in there using Canvas so you can easily pick up right where you left off. So again, in the Start Here module, make sure you click each item open there and read it, especially the syllabus. That's all the course policies, assignments, and everything there, so you'll kind of know what's going to happen. Textbook information, which is very helpful. In this next item here, Overview and Course Roadmap, I really drill down and give you some detail about what you're going to find in the modules, how you're going to navigate some of those things, and the content there. That one's really helpful, so definitely check it out. And a few other items there as well, including how our class is going to be structured there, and also this item called Inquisitive, which is an online learning platform that goes along with your textbook. There's assignments for each chapter that I've included with those that you need to do, because that's a really big chunk of your grade. So I describe that there, so make sure you check that out. And do note there, as I've clicked open all those items, you can see all these nice green check marks there alongside each one of those there. And when you click through all of them, that will give you access to this next module here. This is what you need to do next. Note that it says a prerequisite is Start Here. So once you've done that, then you'll have access to this next module here. There's an item there about how to register for Inquisitive, a warning about using the Canvas app, where to go next. So make sure you check those out. Again, click each item in the order you find it. Look for those green check marks, and you can just cruise right through all those items there. Okay, now once you've completed that module, the what you need to do next, you can see all the green check marks there. That'll give you access to this next module that's all about Inquisitive and your textbook content there. So again, you have to just click up each item in the order you find them to access things there, and I've already kind of done that. But make sure you read these first items here about how to register, and also how to use Inquisitive Overview, and then there's a tutorial video about how to use Inquisitive. Make sure you watch that video there. before you try to actually use Inquisitive itself. It'll really make it clear how you use it, how it works. It's pretty simple as a learning platform. That is, Inquisitive is a pretty simple learning platform to use, but it does help to have them just give you a quick little video tour, and it is quick, and it'll show you how to use it, so when you get there, you'll be able to jump right in and just say, yeah, I know how to do this regarding your assignments there. There's a link there to the ebook if that's what you have access to, and also these things called concept videos, which are short little animated clips that are 1 to 2 minutes long that go along to illustrate some of the really more difficult concepts in our course there too, so do check those out. Now, once you get through the Inquisitive module, you'll actually see one of the first units for the course there. And the units, by the way, are all structured the same as far as the content there. So there are 5 units to our course. Each unit covers anywhere from 2 to 3 chapters. And they're all structured the same, again, as I said, regarding the content you're going to find. Everything's pretty much always in the same order. So there's a real rhythm that you'll get used to when you work your way through a unit there. Same thing that goes along with all the other modules there. You must click each item in the order that you find them in order to move forward. And you'll look for those green check marks that you'll find there. But at the top of every unit, I just want to draw your attention to this. It'll tell you the number of the unit. In this case, it's Unit 1. The chapters that go along with it, in this case, chapters 1 and 2, and then a range of dates that when the unit is open and then when it closes there. If these dates don't match the semester that you're in right now, no worries. The dates that you will see on your actual course page when you go into it will match. This is just what's there during the semester that I recorded it there. And by the way, if you're watching this video before the semester actually begins, you won't be able to access the actual unit content. I have it set up that you can't do that until the first official day of the semester. In fact, Canvas really won't let me set any due dates for things prior to the semester starting, so I kind of have to do it that way, but it's all good. You'll have plenty of time to get to the content and do what you need to do in there. Now, when you start walking through the units, and again, these are all grayed out because this is the student view and I can't really show them any better than this right now. Just remember again to click each item in the order that you find them there. Again, look for those green check marks. If you see something grayed out that you should be able to get to, what you might want to do if you're using the Canvas app, don't use the app, switch to the browser on your device instead. If that browser isn't working still, try clearing out the browser's history and cache. If that doesn't fix it, just switch to a different browser, switch to a different device. If you've got one handy, you can just double check. I mean, you're all pretty tech savvy, I'm sure, for the most part, and even if you're not, it's pretty easy to rule things out to determine, is there something on your end that's wrong or something on the course page that's wrong, and chances are really good that it's not on the course end thing, because isn't my first time at the rodeo kind of thing. I'm pretty good at designing course pages and making sure everything works there. So, but try those other solutions I just mentioned there before you think there's a problem with the course page, because it's probably something going wrong on your end there. And as I've already mentioned, when you get to the units, the structure is pretty much going to be the same for each unit there. So at the top, you'll see an introduction video, a chapter header, a discussion, lecture videos, lecture outlines, homework, quizzes, the Inquisitive links there too. And by the way, this is where you will link directly to each Inquisitive chapter assignment, is through the links provided there in the units themselves. So do use those to get to the chapter assignments there. And I am going to be posting a separate orientation video, as I call it, where I'm going to drill down into a unit and actually show you exactly the content that's there, how to navigate it, where to find due dates, etc. So all that will be presented in a separate video. I'm just kind of giving you kind of a quick overview in this welcome video here. Now, one thing you may be wondering about is, where do I find due dates for my assignments? Well, if you're familiar with Canvas, you know, when you sign into Canvas and see your quote dashboard there where it lists all your courses, you should see what's called a to-do list for all of your courses, showing you upcoming assignments and their due dates. And when you click on any individual course itself, like this social psychology course page, you should see a to-do list right there at the very top. When you sign in there, right where it says recent announcements, you'll also see a to-do list there. Also, when you look at the units themselves, I'm going to scroll back down here. Alongside any assignment that has a due date, like this discussion for Chapter 1, you'll see a due date there. And likewise for a quiz, which you'll take in class, you'll see a due date there as well. So those are all provided there for you, but there's a couple of other places you can look to find all of your assignments and their due dates. I'm going to go ahead and show you that now. So Canvas has a couple of really nifty ways to do what you may call one-stop shopping, all in one place. You can see all of your assignments and all of your due dates and all of their due times all on one place. As long as your instructor, like myself, has already created all those assignments and given them all due dates and due times, you can go ahead and just look and see the entire semester, because that's what I've done. If any of your other instructors have done the same, you can follow this as well on their course pages. So first thing you want to do is click on this link that says syllabus in our course menu here. So go ahead and click that. Give it a moment to load there. You are not going to find the actual syllabus here. That's in the Start Here module. What instead you're going to find here, and you're going to have to scroll down just a little bit there, and don't worry about all those older past assignments, or that's just some garbage there from previous semesters that Canvas includes there. But you're going to see for our semester here, our first item there is our discussion for Chapter 1. And you will see its due date and its due time, and likewise the quizzes there as well, and the due date for that. And the entire semester is here this way, all the assignments, all their due dates, all their due times, so you can just very easily, again, one-stop shopping all in one place. The entire semester start to finish, everything in one place, so you can plan ahead if you'd like to do that. Pretty nifty. Now the other place you can go to find all of your assignments and their due dates and times in one place is to go here to the main menu on Canvas where you get to your email, etc., and look for the calendar link here. Go ahead and click that. Give it a moment to load there, and go ahead and make sure you just go ahead to the month that you want there. You will see a calendar style view of all of your assignments for the course. For example, you can see our first discussion there due this month and its due day and time. If you go down a little bit, you'll see the rest of the month there. And you should see a list of courses to the side here. Make sure you check the courses. Just check the box there. So the calendar will populate with that course's assignments and their due days and times. You can populate the calendar with as many courses as you want. Just make sure you pick the one you want there. If you only want to see one course like this one, fine. If you want to see your other, like say your English Lit course, go ahead and pick that one too. Whatever you've got going on there. It's just a really nice, nifty way to see month by month everything there. It'll just lay over as many assignments for all the courses that you have there. Each of them gets like a unique color there, if I remember there too. But it's just something you can do just in case you didn't know about it. You've got this other really great way to month by month stay on top of your course assignments, so you're always ahead of the game and don't get blindsided by something you didn't know was coming up there. So it's pretty cool. Now keep in mind that from time to time during the semester I will post announcements that contain important reminders or clarifications about your assignments regarding how to do some of them, or the due dates for them. Like whenever you're going to have an exam, I give you like a heads up a week ahead of time just to remind you that so you can get ready for it there. So keep an eye out for those, and again make sure your announcements are turned on in Canvas so that you get those. You should do that for all of your courses there. And also on the weekends I will post a short little check-in video where I'm just checking in with you just to remind you very quickly. They're very short. I post them via YouTube there where I just go over some assignments for that past week and the upcoming week just to give you a heads up so you can easily stay on top of things. So just watch those so you're always on top of things there. Now, one last thing I want to go over in this welcome video is that if you get stuck with something on Canvas, let's just say you see an item locked out in a unit and you've done everything I've told you about not using the app or changing browsers or changing devices and it's still not working, well, go ahead and click on the help icon here in the Canvas main menu. If you click that, let it open, you'll see a list of phone numbers there, and you'll see one for our campus here. That's a 24/7 phone number you can call and speak to a live person. They can actually sign into our course page as you and figure out what the problem is. So make sure you take advantage of that if you're having trouble with something on Canvas, because I can only help you so much. but they can really dive in and really tell you what's going on. So I'll probably tell you to do that if you're having trouble. Otherwise, that's everything I wanted to say for right now in this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you soon. And I will post a separate video on how to navigate those units.